Hey guys, another video of another toy that I've got to play with, the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. I've been wanting a gimbal for my GoPro for some time, but they're quite expensive and I couldn't really decide on which one I wanted. So I finally picked up one of these today. Here's the unboxing of it. I haven't even opened it, to be honest. It's doing its nice shiny wrapper. So let me just grab a knife, let's have a look. Like I said, I've been waiting for a gimbal for some time. I've gone with a mobile gimbal because it can hold my new iPhone 8 Plus. Let's get rid of that. As well as my GoPro, but we'll talk about more of that in a minute. So let's open this up from this end. Okay, so I'm actually quite excited because I've never actually seen one of these in real life. To be honest, I won't lie to you, I've never even actually played with a gimbal. So let's put it in here. Okay, right, so the box is empty. Get rid of that. Okay, first things first is the manuals. We're here to help, Osmo Mobile 2, quick start guide, a disclaimer and safety instructions. Yeah, we won't bother with those. No fun in that, is there? Okay, it comes in a very similar case to the DJI Spark that I used to have. As you can see, DJI just written at the bottom there. Oh, it's right away from me, there we go. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Well, I'm impressed with that. I like the case. There we go. Okay, so first things first, charging cable. And the actual gimbal itself. Okay, it's a little bit heavier than I thought. Powered by DJI. Okay, it turns on. To be honest, it hasn't actually turned on, so it either needs a charge or I need to stop being a muppet and read the bloody instructions. So give me 2 seconds. Right, so guys, now I've finally read the manual and actually worked out how to use this new gimbal. I am very, very impressed. It has been about, I'd say a week or so since I actually got it. Since the beginning part of that video of the unboxing, so I've had some time to use it. I have noticed that you do have to get your phone in there absolutely perfect to kind of get it to work, otherwise it just makes like a loud grinding noise, which it doesn't like. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my iPhone 8 Plus in there to show you what I mean. So it is a bit of a, because of the size of the phone, it is a bit hard to get it in there. So put it in, you have to kind of push it all the way down to the bottom. So if we, let's get rid of that tweet. Okay, right, so you notice we're right at the bottom there. So if we just let the phone fall, as you can see, it's not balanced at all. So use the little spinny wheel at the back. Luckily my iPhone is pretty much on the maximum of the wheel. So if we turn that like that, and then you just push and hold the button at the bottom, wait for the lights to go flashing. There we go. So if we go actually into the app, connect to your device, there we go. It's very, very smooth. There's a couple of modes of operation. See that one there, it kind of follows up and down as you're kind of moving it. And then you've got another mode there which basically keeps the gimbal exactly where it's pointing. Brilliant features of it are you can do tracking, so you can draw a little box around something and then it follows it no matter where you go. As you can see there. Oh, that sun is terrible today. Okay, so it follows it no matter what you do with the gimbal. It follows that everywhere you turn, which is brilliant. Let me focus on that, there we go. Okay, what else have we got? So we've got, okay, so we're in photo mode at the moment, so actually if we go to video mode, one of my favourite things is motion lapse. So what you do is, so it's like a time lapse but moves. So if we move that to point up there, touch the start point, come over here, touch the end point, click next, let's move that back to the middle. So now it gives you duration and how long you want. So what it does, it takes one picture every half a second. As you can see, it moves on its own. Okay, we're 10 seconds in. I'm going to let this run, so I'm going to speed this bit of the video up. Okay, so there we go. So let me just rotate that back a little bit so you can actually see the screen. There we go. So as you can see, it moved from over there to over here. It took 1 minute to do it. So if we go now into the video of what we just actually took, so you can see. So I can only imagine that when it's set up outside on a tripod and you've got more time to kind of you've got more time to play around and set it up properly, I think those shots will look epic. So one of the things I don't like about it, all the videos and pictures you take don't get saved into your photo album. They actually save here, and then you've got to actually physically save them from the app. See down here at the bottom. It's just another step you have to do, which I don't really like. What I would like is in video mode to set it to go from point A to point B, recording a video rather than a time lapse. Because at the moment all them time lapses are fine, but they just, if there's movement there, it's all going to be jerky because it's time lapse. What I want to be able to do is I want to record at 1080p, 60 frames a second, but from, let's say, let's go back out of this. I want to go from there to there. I want it to take 2 minutes and I want to record at that time. Unfortunately that isn't an option at the moment, but I'm hoping that once this couple of firmwares, something like that, software updates, hopefully it will bring into it. I do like the fact that you can zoom in and out with the handle. That sun is terrible today. Sorry, we've got loads of World Cup tweets coming through. Another one, there we go. So the zoom's brilliant. I really do like that. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to show you a couple of bits of footage I took yesterday with it on one of my photo shoots that that I've been asked to do for a local hotel. So here they are. Okay, as you can see, footage is very, very smooth. I was using my iPhone 8 Plus to record those. It works perfectly. For £100 and something, £120 I think, it's actually a brilliant product. The footage I was getting from it was great. I do love it. So the battery life on it is brilliant. I think it's great. I've charged it once when I very first got it, and I went down to about 50% after a week, and I was using it quite a lot. I charged it again a couple of days ago. I used it quite heavily on the photo shoot, and I'm on 97%, so I only used 3% yesterday, and I did quite a lot with it. So I did some time lapses. So another feature I love is the panoramic mode. So If we do ultra wide angle and then hit shoot, as you can see, there we go, it's taking 9 individual shots, very very similar to the way the Mavic takes a picture, or panoramic picture. So there we go, it does take a little bit of time to process, so give it a minute, I'll speed this up. So as you can see, there's our pano picture. I'll zoom in. That's a combination of 9 shots, all at the other end of my living room. Like I said, it's actually a brilliant product. They also, not just the normal pano picture like I just took, X in the corner. You can also do a 180 and a world. The world isn't 100% of 360 degrees. It's not far off, but it doesn't take a picture behind it. So you can stand there and keep out of the way. I haven't really tried long exposure because I haven't needed to yet, but I'm sure that works flawlessly. There are a lot of settings in the app. It does connect via Bluetooth to it, so there is quite a lot here. Calibration, speeds, you can flip the joystick. So what I don't understand is that in here, let's go into the settings, the camera, 4K at 30, 1080 at 30 and 60 and 720 at 30. I know the camera on my iPhone 8 Plus can do 4K at 60. It must be a software problem, well not a problem, must be a software thing, because I know I can come out of here, go into my normal camera, slide down to video and get 4K at 60. That's how I was recording yesterday. It was only a 1080p video that I was creating, but I'd rather record in 4K because then I have the luxury of being able to crop without the loss of quality. But you can use the normal iPhone camera app, it works fine. You do lose all of your zoom in functionality, although it does still record. I didn't know that, which is brilliant. Actually, I quite like that now. What else have we got on here? I have bought the plate for the GoPro. So you can put your GoPro Hero 5 and 6 in there. Although I did work out a way yesterday of hacking it so you don't have to use the plate. Which, the plate for me is a massive... it takes so much bloody time to set up. And I'm just not interested in it. But what I'll do is I'll show you another video about that in a minute. But as you can see, it works perfectly. It's very, very smooth. I was so impressed by the quality of how much it costs compared to the actual footage you get. It's very, very impressive. See, I've got that on medium speed at the moment and that's working perfectly. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. This is, I'll say, my first video with this. I've only had it a week or so, but overall first impressions is it works perfectly for exactly what I needed. I have been looking at the videos of the new DJI Ronin S, and for 600 quid to be able to control your DSLR on a gimbal, it's a lot of money. So this, as a cheap alternative, especially with how good cameras are on phones nowadays, I can't see it as, it's a bit of a no-brainer really. It works. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll have a couple more videos coming up soon. Cheers, guys.